Look, today and yesterday, many people have been caught on camera, the so-called farmers, saying that the intention of this protest is nothing to do with farms, nothing to do with farmers' benefits. It is everything to do with politically trying to bring Narendra Modi ji down. There is a post on the social media where a so-called farmer, he doesn't look like a farmer, is saying this is all about bringing Narendra Modi ji down because after Ayodhya he has become very popular. So this is nothing but a group of political hoodlums hired by a coalition of Rahul Gandhi, Pinarayi Vijayan, Mamata Banerjee and Akhilesh Yadav, trying desperately, playing the desperate last card in using the name of a farmer, using farmers as a cover for what they believe is an attempt to bring Narendra Modi ji down. It will not happen because the entire mass of this country knows what Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has done for them in the last 10 years. The entire, including the farmers, know how hard he has worked during COVID to protect them. The entire community of Indians today, North, South, East, West, know what Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has done to revive the economy and take our country forward. So this is political nautanki baji, deliberate political intimidation of the worst kind being launched by a man who has no ideas for India, Rahul Gandhi has only divided India, has only spoken bad about India, has only created doubts in the international minds. His only objective is to create doubts in the international minds about Indian democracy and Indian institutions.
Thank you. Passes a resolution against this, the delimitation and also the one nation, one election. So what is your...
Look, the Tamil Nadu government is a desperate government. It is a government that everybody knows is a government that is setting new standards in corruption. It is a government that is a dynastic government. And many of their ministers are already in trouble for corruption. They are trying desperately to distract the attention of the people of Tamil Nadu by creating these false narratives of South versus North, Tamil Nadu versus the rest of the country. These are all desperate tactics of a desperate political ideology that is dying. Today, every Indian is proud of being an Indian first, and then, of course, of his own community, of his own state. No amount of this type of political filibustering, no amount of this rhetoric, no amount of believing that people can be manipulated and exploited by fake narratives will work. The people of Tamil Nadu, like the people of Kerala, like the people of Karnataka, like the people of India, rest of India, believe in their great country. They believe that you can be a Kannadiga and an Indian. You can be a Tamil and an Indian. You can be a Malayali and an Indian. You can be a Punjabi and an Indian. So therefore, this type of deliberate divisiveness is an old strategy by these old political parties. Initially, Congress tried it. They tried it on basis of religion. They tried it on basis of caste. Now, Tamil Nadu's DMK government, which is a part of the INDI alliance, is trying to use language and regionalism as the way to divide people.
So, last one question is what's your views on this, the role of the technologies like the AI, the digital public infrastructure in the revolutionizing government operations and governance?
Look, our Prime Minister has made India in the last 10 years a very different India. As you know, he has transformed India. We were a fragile 5 economy in 2014. We are a top 5 economy today. We are one of the most respected nations in the world in terms of our economic growth. We are the fastest growing economy in the world. And most importantly, in innovation and technology, we are amongst the fastest growing countries in the world. Prime Minister has always believed that technology means more and more entrepreneurship opportunities for our youngsters, more and more opportunities for jobs for our youngsters. And he has called the next 10 years the India Techade, where he believes for youth of India there will be many, many opportunities in cutting-edge areas as well as normal technology areas. Today's Future Skills Summit, the first ever global summit being held in India, is being held in Guwahati to tell the youth of India especially the Northeast, that in areas like semiconductor, in areas like artificial intelligence, in areas like the blockchain, in areas like cybersecurity and the internet and high performance computing, there are many, many opportunities that are coming up. Today, the attendees in this conference are the who's who of the technology world. NVIDIA to Intel to AMD to IBM to Microsoft to Wipro to HCL and to Kyndryl. They have all come and said one thing. We want more talent. We are short of people. We want more and more talented young Indians, provided they have the necessary skills. So this is the message that going forward, Prime Minister has already prepared a country that represents many, many jobs and entrepreneurship opportunities for our youth. But the youth also has to align and pick up skills that are relevant to those opportunities.
So you have also sent a letter to the Finance Minister. There's a high tariff puts the India's smartphone export ambitions at the risk.
No. Well, these are normal pre-budget consultations that the ministry always has, and we have certainly made our point to the Finance Ministry. We have made it many years before as well, multiple times, which is that the manufacturing, electronics manufacturing sector in India is transforming from being import substitution oriented to export-led manufacturing. And that requires some tariff reforms. And that is the presentation and letter that was made to the Honorable Finance Minister.
Sir, Prime Minister Modi highlights India's transformation towards the minimum government and maximum governance at the World
Government Summit.
Sir. What is you want to say about
this? Today, look, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is looked at by the whole world as a leader of the world's largest democracy, the world's oldest democracy, and also a democracy today that has substantially used technology to improve and grow trust between citizen and government. He is seen as a person who is a pioneer in using technology to bridge the gap between government and citizen. There is no citizen today anywhere in the country today, whether it is in the remote parts of Northeast, whether it's the remote parts of Jammu and Kashmir or the remote parts of the South or the West, who is not able to connect to the government and avail public services because Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji launched Digital India in 2015 and has created this whole technology-enabled governance infrastructure, which is referred to as digital public infrastructure. So the world respects him, and therefore in a global conference like World Government Summit in Abu Dhabi, when the Prime Minister of India, the oldest and largest democracy in the world, the fastest growing economy in the world, the fastest growing digital economy in the world, is asked to speak about technology and governance, it is because the people want to learn from him. Governments of the world want to learn from him.
Sir, everyone actually talking about the uses of the AI, but we have seen that lots of the misuse of the AI, like I said, that
look,
facts.
Technology in general has a lot of positives, a lot of positive impact and good that can come from technology. Also, in recent years, there are some people who are misusing technology for criminal intent, for harmful and unlawful intent. Our government's policy is very clear. We will fully exploit technology to benefit our people, but we will create the guard rules in terms of laws and rules to ensure that those who do anything unlawful, those who violate the law, those who do something to cause harm to any other citizen will be prosecuted under law.